little bit of
You've got the time.
your opening statement, and can you tell me the situation, the incident that provoked this bill, where somebody went into a federal facility and either their gun was stolen at the federal facility in the parking lot, or the officer was endangered at the federal facility and needed a gun to protect himself? Yeah, I do yield, please. Thank you.
What I say would only be hearsay, because it's not my bill. It's introduced by the gentleman, Mr. Hollingsworth, who I believe is from Indiana, and he was contacted by law enforcement officers in his district requesting that he undertake this. I think that's the genesis of this.
But is there any example of this being, that we know of, that somebody...
I don't have one that I can offer for you right now.
All right. I suspect, sir, that there isn't an example that somebody has gone into a VA and been shot or attacked, and they didn't have a gun to stop a bad guy with a gun. And I'm just concerned about us telling folks who might have PTSD going in to visit their psychiatrist that they're taking a gun, and one day this could cause more of a problem than we think we're solving, because there's no example of a situation where this has caused an officer to lose their life. This is supposed to be protecting police, but we don't have a situation where police have ever had a gun stolen on a federal facility when they put it in locked it in their car, or an example of some place where somebody's been attacked and they didn't have a gun to protect themselves and weren't as capable as James Shaw in being able to defend themselves without a gun. So I don't know why we're doing this. Mr. Chair, if you yield, what's the definition of a level 1 and level 2 federal civilian federal facility?
Generally, it is open to the public, and low security is a level 1 facility.
So would this permit people to take weapons into the federal office buildings where many of us have our offices?
Yes. Well, it depends on where your office is located.
Well,
if it's a United States courthouse, it would not. If it is shared with other federal agencies that are not in a courthouse, like a VA building or something like that, then yes.
So a federal courthouse is not a level 1 or level 2 building? Is that for sure? It's not?
Yes, I am so informed.
Okay. But we have no example of anybody at the VA who needed this help.
Does the gentleman yield back? Gentleman yields back. For what purpose does the gentlewoman...
No, I don't yield my time back. I yield to you to respond.
I don't have any further response.
All right, so the bottom line is this is some hypothetical thing, and you say the police would like this and all their... Sure, the police would like to have their guns everywhere. And that doesn't mean we let them have guns everywhere. They should have them when they're on patrol and when they're working and when they're in their jurisdiction or whatever their state controls and determines they should have their guns. But, you know, I don't know that this really looks like a show business. And meanwhile, we're having, you know, the Senate Intelligence Committee says that Russia interfered with our relations and our elections and preferred Trump, and basically saying the House didn't do their job, and our Intelligence Committee that closed their investigation. And we're talking about a hypothetical about somebody carrying a gun into a VA facility. I mean, this is misplaced priorities. The Republic is on fire, and some of the things we've been seeing and learning from media reports should cause this committee concern to have a hearing on some of these issues that the Intelligence Committee in the House failed and that didn't live up to their duties to be a check and balance as the Senate Intelligence Committee did. And Senator Burr made clear that he believes that the Russians favored Trump and that the report is totally accurate. And we see so much about Russians and money and the young Trump who doesn't know if his father has a blocked call phone or not. I mean, young Trump is like a cat that goes out and gets a chipmunk. They bring it back to their owner. young Trump would have told the owner what went on. Yield back.
The time of the gentleman has expired. For what purpose does the gentlewoman from Florida seek recognition?
Move to strike the last word.
Gentleman's recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. As you all know, we just recognized law enforcement officers from all over the country, particularly those who lost their lives in the performance of their duty.